And it is done. Elon Musk fires Twitter employees worldwide. Public policy staff and content moderators are among those who have been sacked. Let me tell you a story, my friends. Twitter's content moderator, curation, whatever team you want to call it, once featured a fake story about me. Totally fake, fabricated, made up story. And they put it on Twitter, and people were actually questioning, like, what is this? This is, like, clearly not a real story. It's because the problems at Twitter were the employees at Twitter, and Elon Musk has just fired them. Well, I got bad news for you, Elon. He's tweeting out the sad reality. Twitter has had a massive drop in revenue due to activist groups pressuring advertisers, even though nothing has changed with content moderation. And we did everything we could to appease the activists. Extremely messed up. They're trying to destroy free speech in America. Trying. They actively were for like 10 years. So you know what? Well, all right. I don't know what Elon's going to do. He's trying to pander to the woke left, and now he's learning the hard way. It ain't going to work. So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe now Elon's going to be like, well, in for a penny, in for a pound. How about that? Get out. If they're going to take the money from him no matter what he does, he has no reason whatsoever to give you anything. The end result? Oh, I think it's going to be quite funny. If Elon Musk tried negotiating and you say no, then so be it. Then he'll just nuke you. You know, I tell people, there's that story about that YouTube fella, Joey Salads. He made a really awful video where he hired black men to smash up a car that had Trump stickers and stuff on it, merchandise in it. And he faked it. And a lot of people were angry. They called him racist. And I was really mad at him, too. And I said, you're fake news, man. I can't stand this stuff. And then I realized if you attack him and he's trying to apologize, the only direction he can go is in the wrong direction. If you don't allow people to change, if you don't give them that chance, they will just do the bad thing. Now, of course, some people will just do the bad thing no matter what. But you give them an opportunity, right? So I said, you know what? I apologize to Joey, and we're friends now. And I was like, do the right thing. Just don't let us down. Don't be that guy. Be the good guy. And he changed his tune. He doesn't do that stuff anymore. That's the point. So Elon Musk, he goes to the woke left and says, okay, I'm going to work with you guys. I'm going to give you, a lot of what you're asking for. And they say, we don't care. The only direction Elon Musk can go now, nuking him. So it's going to get interesting. Before we get started, my friends, I have huge news. Head over to losingmymind.com and watch the latest music video we just released. It's called Genocide, Losing My Mind. And it's got a whole bunch of individuals in it that I will define as legally distinct from features or guests. But you know them, you love them. We got, you will see in the video, Chris Cuomo, Don Lemon, Taylor Lorenz. The video is a critique of the establishment. Genocide is a reference to things that are happening. I'll put it that way. You might want to take a look at it. It's basically mocking a news report. But I'm really proud of this one. I think it's really funny. And it's a lot more fun than the last song. And it's overtly political. So please check it out at losingmymind.com. You can buy the song on iTunes. In 2 hours after we released the song, we were number 8. I was going to say number 2 hours. We were number 8 on iTunes. And we didn't even shout out iTunes. So it's looking like this song is going to do way better than the first one. Considering it's political, you guys are really going to like it. Whether you don't like the song, you'll probably like the video because we're making fun of the fake news. Anyway, losingmymind.com, link in the description below. Here's the story from Politico. They say, scores of Twitter employees, including some involved in the company's public policy and content moderation activities, were fired on Friday as Elon Musk reimagines the social network. In heartfelt tweets, many using the hashtag #LoveWhereYouWork and one team employees took to social media to let others know they've been let go. You see, my friends, earlier this morning, my other segment was talking about the pending layoffs, but, it's 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'm on Eastern time. Well, the news just dropped. Shortly before recording this, the news came out. The madman did it. He has nuked the Twitter employees. Many who have lost their jobs so far were barred from accessing company logins for Twitter Online, this we know. Others posted failed efforts to log into their Twitter email address, ha 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 ha. To replace some of the reported 4,000 people have so far lost their jobs, Twitter's new boss has brought in some engineers from Tesla and some investors and friends of his. This is interesting. It is interesting. They've got a plan. I will tell you this. They do have a plan. Elon Musk did not enter this without a plan. What the left is saying is there's this funny meme exchange between Elon Musk and Stephen King, and they're like, in case you're wondering if Elon Musk planned this, he's haggling with blue check verified users over the price of Twitter Blue. No. I went to Austin several months ago, and I met with a bunch of big tech investors and moneyed individuals. They know what they're doing. I'm not going to pretend like they're playing 4D chess or anything, but they know what they're engaging with. And I'll give you an example. When Elon Musk says they saw a massive drop in revenue because activist groups are trying to end free speech, I want you to see. He wrote, extremely messed up. They're trying to destroy free speech in America. When I read that, I'm like, Elon planned this. I really do believe he planned this. So we criticize him for trying to appease these woke groups. Many people pointed out he's probably playing 4D chess. It's funny because you can just call it 3D chess. 4D, you need to get into time travel. But anyway, my point is, many people suggested that Elon Musk went to these groups so that it would look like, he's playing ball. He's doing everything right. Content moderation hasn't changed, but he's proving a point. He's backed him into a corner. He's proving that even though he's doing what they want, it's not enough. And now it's for everyone to see. Colin Wright responded, left-wing activists will do everything they can now to make Twitter associated with far-right extremism, white supremacy, and mis- and disinformation in order to fabricate an emergency to justify government intervention. This must be vehemently opposed. Don't try to appease the activists. It's not that they don't like the food. They don't like the server. Nothing you do will satisfy them. Nothing. Now, I don't know if Elon is playing 4D chess or 3D chess or 5D or whatever you want to call it. He also tweeted out on November 2nd, advertisers should support a poll, freedom of speech or political correctness, and freedom of speech won out with 2.75 million votes. So here's my response to these advertisers that are pulling out. Boycott them. General Mills, Audi, Pfizer, boycott them. Send them emails saying outright, your actions in suspending ads on Twitter are overtly political, and if you want to play those games, we will not give you money. I hate to be the one to call for boycotts because in the past I've been like, I'm not all about that. But you start to realize, unless you get organized, unless you stand up and say enough, they'll keep doing it. This is it. Woke activists are spamming these organizations saying Elon's a fascist or whatever. And so the organizations are getting scared and they're bowing out. You know what? Make them feel it. You want to pull your ads? That is an advertisement tenfold. There's this guy I know, and he's very famous. He told me a story about how he got a phone call from a company, and I'll keep the details vague. And they told him that they were going to be pulling their services. And he said to them, whatever it costs for you to provide me this service, I will cost you tenfold in bad press. And they said, please hold. A few minutes later, they came back and said, we're so sorry about that. That was a mix-up. We're not severing services. It was an amazing story. Now, I don't know about all that. That sounds pretty creepy to me, to be completely honest, but it sounds powerful. I can only say this. What I personally think people should do is, if these big companies want to ditch Twitter, despite the fact nothing changed, and Elon is proving it, the content moderation is still there, that hate speech is still censored, nothing changed, and now they're pulling out, they're only doing it because of politics. No. I said earlier, I get it. A lot of these companies there's a change happening. We're pausing it. We don't know what's going on. But it's because the activists are hitting them up. It's because the far left and the media are lying. From the New York Post, Musk did not elaborate on whether he viewed certain activist groups as responsible for the sudden revenue plunge. But the new Twitter owner has faced a mountain of criticism in recent days from groups and activists who fear his emphasis on free speech will embolden extremist voices. Sure. Earlier this week, A group of more than 40 civil rights and activist groups urged Twitter's top 20 advertisers to withhold their advertising dollars unless Musk agreed to uphold content moderation standards and crack down on hate speech. The open letter signatories included Media Matters, GLAAD, the NAACP, among dozens of others. Well, here's the issue, you guys. You done messed up. Elon Musk was meeting with many groups, grievance organizations. The advertisers pulled their ads, and Elon didn't do anything. So why would he now do anything? To put it simply, if Elon says, okay, fine, we'll keep these rules in place, and then you pull your ads anyway, what do you think Elon Musk is going to do? This says the Post reported. Major advertising firms have prepped backup plans to move their budgets to other platforms due to concerns about Musk's ownership of Twitter. Interpublic Group, a Big Four advertising firm, recommended that its clients pause spending on Twitter due to the uncertain outlook. Sure. I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing right now. I certainly won't be spending anything on Twitter Blue, but we got a new song out. It's called Genocide, Losing My Mind. It's got a bunch of fancy individuals we mock in it. We make them sing for us, basically. We turned the puppets into puppets. That was a great comment someone said. They said, good job turning the puppets into puppets. Basically, we have these prominent media personalities singing the song for us as a direct criticism of them. I'm going to buy some ads on Twitter. I am going to I'm gonna post a clip. I'm gonna post a clip and I'm gonna promote it. And I'm like, hey, go watch the new music video. I'm gonna advertise on Twitter. You know why? Because Elon Musk calling this out is a sign of good faith. I want to spend money where I think that money is well spent. Elon Musk coming out and saying activists are trying to destroy free speech, even though he tried to appease them. That's good. That's enough for me to say, okay, I will promote a post because, to be honest, I was surprised to find Twitter advertising really worked out. When we promoted Will of the People, we got like 3 million hits for not that much. It was like one of the best ad spends that I've done on social media. And I literally mean that. I do. I mean that sincerely. We've done big ad buys only recently on Facebook and Google. And I've rarely done it on Twitter. But I put the video up on Twitter and I promoted it. And I think we got like 2 or 3 million hits, something like that. And I was just really surprised, which translated directly into major hits on other platforms and sales. We ended up hitting number 17 in digital sales for a song that was like a year and a half old. So I dig it. I do. If these companies are willing to sacrifice their advertising on a platform that actually the advertising works, it's political. Political organizations hit them up and said, do as you're told or else. And they said, okay. All right. Well, if that's the case, Elon, free the political prisoners, and I will sign up for a couple $100 a month for a suite of tools. If you restore free speech and allow people on the platform, I got your back. Now, I know, look, man, me saying I give you a couple $100, it ain't a lot. What we need is the hundreds of millions to agree to subscribe to a platform to get rid of bots and spam and other garbage. What Elon Musk is doing, you need to understand, is it's 5th generational warfare. I'll tell you why. You want to know why they're coming so hard after Elon? On Twitter, there are bots and spam accounts operated by political and governmental actors. This system to charge $8 a month is going to seriously damage the U.S. government's ability to manipulate speech with sock puppet accounts. And there it is. Already we've heard around 1 million people have dropped the platform and about like 500 or so thousand were banned. I bet they were bots. We've seen the reporting 10 years ago that the U.S. government was producing what's called sock puppets. They're fake social media accounts that look like real people. So what happens is you'll tweet something like, I just think we shouldn't be at war in Ukraine. And then instantly 50 accounts are just saying like, you're a Putin apologist. What's wrong with you? Dude, I really love your work, but this is too much. The concern trolling. I love it. Hey, man, I'm a big fan, but I think you're wrong on this one. You got to hear me out. Turns out it's one guy running a bunch of different accounts, and they do it to manipulate public opinion. Elon's move with the $8 Twitter blue check is going to eliminate, to a great degree, their ability to do that. So I support it. But I'm not going to give that $8, Elon, until you free the political prisoners. That one's big. I also think you should fire Yoel Roth, but, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't think Elon is a stupid man. I think there are very smart individuals worth lots of money who have plans. The problem I see with these individuals is that they think technology will solve all their problems. Sorry, guys, it's cultural. It really is. It's a combination, don't get me wrong. One of the reasons why we started putting out music, we've now done, it's been 2 months. Actually, no, it's been, what was it, end of September? So is it really just over a month? No, it was longer than that, wasn't it? Was it August? I don't remember. Maybe it was September. I should check. But we put out a new song, and we're going to put out a song every 4 to 6 weeks. We're just going to keep making more stuff. And the goal is twofold. Produce culture, make good stuff, inspire people to join us, have fun, be funny, and laugh. Be a little edgy, make fun of the machine. The first song we put out was not political on purpose. Second song we put out right before the midterm election, intentionally political. Taking the technology will not be enough. These organizations like Media Matters, GLAAD, they have cultural power. They call up the advertisers. The advertisers say, okay, I'll tell you what, we need to wield the power of culture all the same. So that when this happens, we too can call up the advertisers and say, don't cross us. You want to play politics? So be it. We will cancel our purchases all the same. So they say, if we keep advertising on this platform, we're going to lose a bunch of customers. But they're not convinced you will actually stop buying. They are convinced the left will, and they want their money. Make them choose. Who do you want? Do you want the broke hippie weirdos? Or do you want the working class? Let's make them feel it. You want to pull your ads? Fine, we won't buy your products. Stop giving your money to people who hate you. Now, I'll also add this. One of the reasons I don't tell everybody for every company, every product, just stop spending. This one's a little bit different. Like I say, look, I get it if you have Netflix. Come on, man. It would be better if you got rid of Netflix and signed up for the Daily Wire. The Daily Wire doesn't have as many movies or shows as Netflix does. It'd be better if you sign up for timcast.com. But we have like 3 shows. If we're trying to make more. I'm going to keep working. When you guys support our work, you buy our song. Go to losingmymind.com. Buy it on iTunes. We're jumping up in the rankings. When you guys support us, we are working on making better cultural content. This music video is just one thing. But that's what I'm seeing here. Now, I will say this to you, Elon, good sir. The left uses Twitter to organize these things. You get them off the platform, they will be unable to mount a boycott. Let's restore free speech, free expression. And when you do, what will you see? I'd like to take you back in time to the first great meme war. This was 2015, 2016. The internet was shifting right wing. Memes were coming from the Donald on Reddit and 4chan. There was a study done by MIT Technology Review, and they said this is where it's coming from. These 2 places. 4chan. The Donald. The Donald is now called patriots.win. They are not the mass producers of memes they once were, but they do some. You restore free speech, humor, and meritocracy, and you will see the best ideas rise to the top. And that means we will see a return to comedy. We will see a free speech culture. We will see the restoration of American values. I think what Elon Musk is doing here is fantastic. But you need to understand this, Elon. Jimmy Kimmel says he lost at least half of his fans by attacking Trump. And he does not care, and he laughs about it. These people will cut off their nose to spite their face. You will not appease them. They're willing to destroy their own careers for the sake of hate. Hatred. They just hate so much. Should have added Jimmy Kimmel to our mockery in our video, but maybe we'll do it for the next one. Maybe we'll put out another song, which will be somewhat similar, and we'll mock the fake comedy. We'll see. We have a bunch of songs that are coming out. They're not political because we don't want to just do that. We just want to make music. and we want to give a middle finger to the machine. So we also put out a press release on my Twitter. It's available, pinned to the top. And the press release itself, we were talking to the team, and I was like, are we really going to send this press release out to like the entirety of media, to all these organizations? The press release itself is telling them F you. Like, the press release is an insult. I think it's hilarious. So we posted it. We're going to tell these people, you want to be lunatics? So be it. We'll keep doing our thing, and we'll do it better than you. And eventually people are going to be like, guys, you don't have anything to offer me. If you work in Hollywood and music, I'd like you to speak up and call these people out. The challenge? If you get fired, where do you go? That's the point in what we're building. It's not just creating culture. It's creating an industry so that you can be like, dude, if you're going to tell me what I can or can't say, I'm going to leave and go somewhere else. So Jimmy Kimmel, he wants to attack Trump. I got no problem with that. None whatsoever. He lost half his fans by attacking Trump. You see, the issue is you're not an honest person, Jimmy. If you were honest, the Trump supporters would have no problem following you, even if you don't like Donald Trump. That's the truth about Trump supporters. The guys over at Patriots.win, they insult me all day, but they watch my content when we have good guests, and then they insult me. Why? Because for whatever reason, the right is willing to listen to people they don't like, and the left isn't. So, make your bed. Lay in it. Let's see what Elon's got next. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at 4 p.m. over at youtube.com/Timcast. And I want to just stress, head over to losingmymind.com. I can't believe we actually got that URL. I was surprised it was available. We got that one and losingmymind.net. And you can buy the song. There's a link in the description for the song to purchase it. And you can buy it on iTunes. If you buy it on iTunes, it's boosting us in the rankings because the rest of these purchases, we're not going to know until Billboard comes out with the info. And I think it won't be for like 2 weeks. So it's like from now until next Thursday, they calculate. Then the next Tuesday after that, I don't think they put out. I think it's the next Tuesday after that. I'm not sure. I think we put the song out in August. I think it's been like 2 months. Yeah. The other song was in August. So anyway, check the song out, Genocide. It's you're gonna love it. We have it's just funny. There you go. Look at that. Oh, there's Ian. So I'll leave it there. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Losingmymind.com, and I'll see y'all all at 4 p.m. over at youtube.com/Timcast.